Hello, Eich parents and guardians. This is Mr. O, and the Eich PE department wishes you well, and we hope you're staying healthy and sane. This video is a reference, and in it we will address how we are communicating with our students, how to access assignments and activities, and what you can expect to see them doing daily. If you're referring back to this video as a reference, I've posted the topics and timestamps at the bottom of the screen. First, we're going to hear from Mrs. Boljan covering Google Classroom. Second, Ms. McCarthy will explain our beautiful weekly activity calendar. And last, Mr. Madej will provide you with our high expectations of our students so that you can be in the know, and we, teacher and parents, can be on the same team to support our middle schoolers.
Hi everyone! The distance learning management system the PE department is using is Google Classroom, the same as all the other Eich teachers. Your students should know how to get through it, but just in case, I'm going to show it to you. In order to get to Google Classroom, your students need to go to the district webpage. It's rcsdk8.org. From there, they will go to the student resources page, and then you will see Google Classroom. Now, when they open this, they might have to put in their email address and their password. That would be their RCSD Kids account and their passwords. And then they should see all of their classrooms. So in order to open the classroom, they just click on it, and it brings them straight to the streaming page. This is where all the PE teachers will be posting things. This is where we will post messages, assignments, and our calendar. So everything they need, they should be able to get from this page. They just need to click on it, and then they can click on the attachments to open things up. They should also have this classwork tab. You could see in my classwork tab, I have all of the assignments that I have scheduled to send out, which is basically just that PE calendar and the PE fitness log that Mrs. McCarthy told you about. Once they're done with the log, they can submit the work back to us via Google Classroom. They can also email us through Google Classroom. Some teachers have their comment stream turned on, some have them turned off, so that just depends on the actual teacher. If you have any other questions about Google Classroom, please reach out to either one of the PE teachers so we can help you. We really hope that your kids are getting up and getting active each day. It's really important for them. And just so you know, we all miss them.
Hello, Eich families and students. Miss McCarthy here on behalf of the Eich PE department. I am going to take a moment to show you how to navigate through our Eich PE Week at a Glance distance learning activity calendar that we have set up for all of the students. Mrs. Boljan just got done showing you how to go through Google Classroom and how to navigate your way through that. So if you click on the classwork tab in Google Classroom, under Material, you'll find something called Eich PE Week at a Glance. That will open up a Google Sheets spreadsheet, which will have each week updated with physical activities and fitness and nutrition logs that we want you to fill out. So let me show you what that looks like. Let's get started. On the left, we have week 1. Across the top, we have the dates. So the first week, which is Monday, April 13th through Friday, April 17th. Anything on this screen that is underlined in blue is a clickable link for you to navigate to another web page. So at the top, we have each teacher's Google Classroom code and the link to their Google Classroom if you need to access that quickly. So Monday, April 13th, the students are still on spring break, which means there are no requirements of them for that day. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we get into the nitty-gritty of online PE. So on the first thing that we have here, we have Spirit Days. Once the admin team lets us know each Spirit Day, we will add those in so that the students can participate. If your student chooses to participate in a Spirit Day, please have them send their photos to Mr. Brown. Underneath Spirit Day, we have daily video. So on Tuesday, the 14th, you will expect to see a daily video from Mr. Orender that you can click on. It will be underlined in blue at that point. You'll be able to click on it, and he will give you maybe an update of the weather, tell you hello, and some of the activities that he chose to do that day to be active. Underneath the daily video, we have our daily objectives. So it could be something like, I can be physically active for at least 20 minutes today, and that objective is something that will help fit in with any of the activities that your students choose to do for that day. Underneath the daily activity, we have a daily warm-up, which is a clickable link to YouTube. The daily warm-up is something that could be challenging for your student, or it could be something relatively easy. If your student finds that this is something that is challenging, they can modify any moves as necessary, and it could even be included in one of their activities for the day that they need to choose from if needed. Underneath the daily warm-up, we have our list of activities that the students can choose from. We're asking that they choose to select 2 things to do that day to be physically active. So on Tuesday, there might be something like low impact cardio, which is a link to a low impact cardio workout. They could choose to do a 20-minute walk, assuming that they have somebody to walk with so they are safe and have parent permission to be out. Another option could be a yoga video or a yoga workout. And then the fourth thing could be something that's their choice. So if your student has some kind of equipment at home, whether it be a basketball or volleyball, and they choose to get active that way, that is great. Underneath the activities, once they've completed their workouts for the day, we're asking that they visit Google Classroom for their teacher and complete the fitness and nutrition log. So that's an assignment that they will click on, they'll open it, a copy will be made for them. There's directions on the classroom on how to save it appropriately. And then each Friday, that log gets submitted, which is why it's in red for every Friday. So the students will keep track of their fitness and nutrition for the entire week and then submit it every Friday. And then on Fridays, the teachers will get back to the students with feedback about their logs and the different things that they're choosing to do for the week. The last piece of this calendar is the optional section, and this is where we're going to list the different Zoom meetings that the teachers have set up. So right now, Mrs. Buljan has Zoom meetings set up for every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. My classes are on Thursdays, and once Mr. O and Mr. Madej get theirs listed, we will add them to the calendar as well. Again, those meetings are optional. It's just a way for us to keep in touch with all of you and say hello. The last piece of our calendar here is that this is just week 1 on this spreadsheet, but if you navigate to the bottom down here, you're going to see the different tabs. So you'll see week 1, week 2, and then we'll start rolling out the rest of them as each week goes by.
Hi, parents and students, Mr. Madej here. I'm going to be going over the expectations for Google Classroom and distance learning. A little different, obviously, than what we're used to when we're in a school environment. So we'll be going over what the daily expectation is, what the weekly expectation is, and kind of going over the pillars of the school-wide expectations that we have for behavior and so forth when we're in school, such as safe, responsible, and respectful, and what each thing would mean for our Google Classroom and distance learning. First and foremost, just kind of go over basic expectations. Each day we will have a daily video for you to watch, and that will go over the objectives of the day of what you're supposed to do or what's expected of you. Basically, it's just moving for at least 20 minutes a day, either choosing a daily activity that we have on the calendar or choosing something else that you prefer doing. This is a great opportunity for you to kind of choose different activities that you've always wanted to do and really just try different things. And we really encourage you to go out there and be creative, try different things. Of course, there'll be some things that we want you to be aware of as you do that, and that'll kind of go over as we talk about safety a little bit more. After choosing an activity of your choice, you will record that in your fitness log on a daily basis. Also on the fitness log, we expect that you record your nutrition on a daily basis, what you're putting into your body, because both fitness and nutrition have such a huge part in playing in not just your physical well-being, but also your emotional and mental well-being. And so we really want you to kind of be aware of that as you go through this process of distance learning and kind of track how you're doing throughout each day and then throughout each week as well. At the end of the week, you'll submit those fitness and nutrition logs to your teacher on Google Classroom, and there will provide feedback on what you're doing and how you're doing. And of course, if you have videos that you want to do or send to us based upon your activities, kind of see how you're doing in the activities, get tips on different things of your activities, please send in those videos. We'll provide feedback to you on a daily basis. We'll get back to your emails within 24 hours on a regular contract day. So we just want to really touch base with you on that. Now, kind of going over our basic Google Classroom expectations of safe, responsible, and respectful, a few things we want to be aware of. First, safe. First thing you do, if you're going to go outside and perform any activity, please make sure that you get your parents' permission first, that they know what you're doing and where you're going, and that you have permission to go outside at any time. Also, if you choose to go outside, to be safe, and part of our expectation is maintain that social distancing. We really want to make sure that you're safe when you go outside, that you have social distance from any friends that you may be with or any people that you may be running on a trail next to or passing. We just want to make sure that social distancing is being maintained and that you're being safe. Also, since we're doing distance learning and we'll be working with apps and the internet, we always have to be aware of safety on the internet, and that means making sure that you use apps or websites on the internet that are safe for you to use. Always read their terms and their policies just to make sure that you are in line with it and that they're not retrieving any private information that you don't want. Again, this comes down to parent permission. Before you go on any apps or websites, make sure you have that parent permission for that app or website, and regularly update your password just to make sure that no one is being able to hack into that app or website with your password. Second is responsible. We want to make sure that you're being responsible in a lot of different ways. First, completing your work. Making sure that you're getting your fitness and nutrition logs turned in on a weekly basis, that you're filling it out on a daily basis. And when you're filling that out, we want you to have integrity. We want you to be honest with what you're doing. This isn't for us. You're not being graded on this in a traditional way. So really, we're just providing feedback and giving you an idea of how to improve and what to do better. Be honest with yourself. If you do the activity for 30 minutes, you did it for 30 minutes. That's not a problem. Again, honesty is a huge thing of this and a big expectation for our responsibility. Give great effort. If you're going to do this, and if you're going to go out and do an activity, give the best effort you can. That's what we expect when we're in school, that you're just giving the best effort and you're participating the best way you can. And of course, always gain parent permission. Be responsible, get parent permission before you do anything or before you post anything to our Google Classroom or to any other website that you may be posting. And be responsible to turn in your fitness logs in on a weekly basis. Now, respectful. Obviously, respect is a huge thing, and we talk about this all the time when we're in school. First thing is, we're going to be using Zoom, and we want to make sure that you're respectful on Zoom and you're respectful of your teachers and your peers. So please make sure that everything you write in the chat, anything you say on Zoom is appropriate and would be appropriate in school. Same thing with Zoom. Whatever is appropriate at school would be appropriate with Zoom. Be respectful in your comments and what you leave on our Google Classroom streams. Make sure that they're positive. Make sure that they're uplifting, encouraging, helpful to other students, asking great questions. That's what we really would like to see, because we want to be able to provide great tips to you, but we have to have great questions in order to be providing proper feedback and feedback that could be useful to you. Do what your parents ask. If your parents don't give you permission, don't do it. Be respectful in that manner. Be courteous of others when you're outside, making sure that you, again, maintain that social distance. That's being respectful, respecting others and their space. Being really aware of your spatial awareness at this point is extremely important with social distancing and making sure that other people are safe as well as you are safe and your family's safe. And most of all, just have fun. This is a great opportunity to really take advantage of your own personal fitness activity and personal physical activity. We've always talked about this in school, that what we're building is a foundation for you to go out and be able to do the things necessary to remain physically active. Choose things that you really enjoy doing. Get outside, enjoy the day, even if it's just in your backyard. Just get out, get some sun, get some vitamin D, and enjoy any activity that you choose. We just want to see you moving. We want to see you having fun and moving. We wish we were with you. We're sorry we can't be with you, and we can't wait to see you again. okay? If you ever have any questions about the expectations, they may be changing as we go through this distance learning. If they do, we'll always let you know, all right? Mr. Madej says, hi, I miss you guys. I can't wait to see you in the fall. I hope you have a great rest of the year, and if you need anything from us, please let us know. All right, have a great distance learning experience, and please let us know how we can make it better for you.
In closing, I'd like to make a silly but probably more accurate than not comparison. My wife and I have been sleep training our 4-month-old son, and in the first few weeks there were some tears, but now we've created a great habit. A sleeping baby is a glorious thing. But in regards to our students, fitness training may also cause some tears. However, after a week or 2, maybe 3, we're hoping that our students will gain a healthy habit and come to enjoy fitness. But it will take patience and creativity with our limited resources and communication. Please partner with us to get your child moving.